On the sack.
Rare in one game, getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points. An absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Madison. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Him up as he'll go down well. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. It's Young on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. This is up and good from Pinheiro. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
On the ready.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 11-yard line.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 25-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. But now there is a penalty mark. So let's see what this is about.
Defense.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Ready.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Set.
Young off the bootleg. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
At the 12-yard line.
Set.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. This is caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
Let's go now.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
Ready.
Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? It just feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. At the 40-yard line.
Cousins now. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson finding the end zone yet again. And the Vikings add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game carry it with them from week to week and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Young, and Sharp calls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Check pitch. Switch. Yellow.
They'll throw again. Young. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Young. He's got Mingo. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And just shutting him off there. Ball is right in for a Panther score. Chuba Hubbard. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout.